Show. So today we have with us Angela Gomez, and she's a dentist who found a particular interest in nutrition and went on to pursue a PhD in nutrition. She's recently traveled the world saving the lives and teeth of millions of people. So please help me welcome Angela. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Just got back from my trip actually, so I'm a little jet lagged, but it's fine. My water.
Well, thanks for joining us today. So our topic for today is going to be a little bit about people's overall health, and more recently we've been learning a lot about how people are going on so many different types of diets. They're watching what they eat, what kind of foods they're eating, all these things. So one thing that I kind of found interesting was that people watch what they eat, but they don't really watch what they're drinking. So we wanted to kind of ask you more about how people's liquid diet affects their overall health. Okay, so the first thing I want to ask you, what's the number one mistakes Americans are making when it comes to their diet in regards to their liquid intake?
Oh my gosh. The very first thing that comes to my mind would be soda, obviously. So soda, it's available everywhere. You see it in vending machines. Every time you go out to eat, it's there. And even as a dentist, that's the one thing that I saw the most problems with. Because as we know, the soda, it's high in calories, high in sugar, and all of these things, they contribute to that bacteria in your mouth that can wear down, the enamel on your teeth. And even as a dentist, I saw a lot of erosion, a lot of decay, and all of that was contributed because of soda.
Okay, so we all know that it's the sugar in the soda that's causing the cavities and things like that. So it's okay if I'm just drinking diet soda then?
Well, actually, that's not quite it. The sugar actually is broken down in your mouth, and that releases an acid, and that itself is what's causing that. So even with, your diet drinks, there's no sugar, no calories, but you have a higher acid content, so it's actually just, spitting that acid onto your teeth, and it's skipping this whole step with the sugar, so it's kind of even worse, actually. Okay, and then along the lines of that, it's not just soda that has that high acid. There's orange juice, there's energy drinks, there's coffee. All of these things, they all just have that high acid in them.
Yeah. So, I drink coffee every morning, and that's not a habit that I think I'll be able to quit. And I think a lot of Americans would agree with me that, coffee is something that they drink every day, and that's not something they're willing to give up just because it's high in acid. And, like with the oranges as well, I drink it almost every day, and it's where I get my vitamin C from. So what can I do instead to...
Well, it's funny that you bring that up, because I'm the same way. I love my coffee. But one of the things that you can do is when you have your cup of coffee, and what a lot of people usually do is they have it throughout the day. They have it during their drive, or they have it sitting next to them in the office. One of the things that they can do is actually just sit down and drink it all in one sitting. That way, you're kind of attacking your teeth during one point. You're not constantly going the whole day doing that. Another thing that you can do is you can rinse with water afterwards. And then for the orange juice as well, think about it. You're saying you're getting your vitamins from there, but what about actually getting an orange and eating that instead? You're still getting, it's still acidic, but it has a lot less added stuff. And
okay, so I'm basically just eating it at once and kind of providing that attack for my teeth at once, and then allowing my mouth to heal instead of just constantly providing that attack on my teeth throughout the day.
Yeah, and then also, one of the things that's really important too, some people think with lemon, other citrusy things, and coffee, oh, now that I've had this acid, let me go brush my teeth to take this off. That's actually something that you don't want to do, because when you're doing that, you're brushing that acid straight onto your teeth. So
you're just brushing it into
the best thing you can do is just rinse with water.
Okay, so just don't, basically rinse out with water after, and just don't brush your teeth.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, so now that we learned about some of the drinks that are harmful for our teeth and can be attacking them, things that we can do about it, there has to be something out there that's good for our teeth. So what do you think? What are some recommendations that you could give to us?
What you want to look for when you're choosing, the right beverage to drink, you want to look for things that have calcium and vitamin D. Something that's obvious, that has this is milk. Okay, and it's funny because a lot of people, you know, they think, oh, you only need this as a child when you're growing up. But it's actually important to, you know, keep replenishing this all throughout your life. And everyone knows it's good for your teeth, but it's also good for the bone that's supporting that teeth. So you want to make sure you're getting, you know, the right amount of milk that you're supposed to be getting every day too.
Okay, so that's actually really interesting that the milk is actually keeping your bone healthy. So another question I had was, you know, we all know that water is good for us and it's good for our whole body, but, you know, I'm kind of curious, like I never really thought about it. Does it have an impact on our oral health at all? Is drinking water helping us at all or not?
Well, it's funny that you asked that because, you know, your body is made up of 70% of water, and, you know, it's really important to replenish all that water that you lose because every day you're losing water. You're losing water right now, just speaking to me, you know. You lose it when you're breathing, when you're sweating. You also lose it, you know, when you're going to the bathroom, obviously. So it's really important to make sure that, you know, you're keeping your body hydrated. Also, there's a couple different vitamins too that they need water to be able to, you know, be utilized. So, you know, every time people are getting their vitamin C or, you know, a couple others, they don't realize like, oh, hey, I need to drink water. I need to have enough water for that vitamin to be used properly.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing too is that, you know, it's really good for neutralizing acid. So like I mentioned earlier, you know, rinsing out with water afterwards. Not only does it neutralize whatever acid was there, but it also kind of helps increase your salivary flow. And, you know, that saliva is that natural buffer too that you have. So
Okay.
it's all just basically all ties down to, you know, lowering that acidity in your mouth.
Okay. And, you know, I've heard something about, you know, a lot of community waters they have water fluoridation. So what's the purpose of that? Like, why are they adding the fluoride into the water?
Well, you know, it's shown that since they've added water, there's been a drastic reduction in the number of cavities in people. And what that does is the fluoride, it kills bacteria that's, you know, in your mouth that can contribute to these cavities. And then it also helps mineralize your teeth. So, you know, like we said earlier, when you're drinking that soda or something, you know, it pulls the mineral out of your teeth. And then when you're rinsing out with water or drinking water, whatever you're doing, you know, the fluoride, it helps remineralize your teeth and it helps make them stronger than they were before. So that's what's good about that. And then also, you know, it's available in a lot of different tap waters. So, you know, it's good to have that small dose pretty often. You know?
Okay. That makes sense. So, how much water should people be drinking? Like, is there like a recommended amount, or like, are we getting enough water?
Well, yeah, it's funny that you ask because normally what people think the recommended value is it's 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water a day. And actually, if you add that all up, it's 1.9 liters. And for women, the actual recommended value is 2.2 liters, and for men, it's 3. So there's still quite a lot that you're missing there, even if you think you are, yeah. And it seems like a lot, but, you know, it's the only drink that has no sugar, no calories, and, you know, you're really not doing any harm to your body by drinking that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Well, thank you for joining us on our
Thank
show
you.
today. We got to help you. That helped a lot. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.